Velándote desde el VIP, desde que te vi, le dije a mi pana que voy a sacarte de aquí. Queda gata tan fina, baby, que diva. Ya sé qué hacer para yo sacarte de aquí. Baby, yo entiendo, el podcast está bueno y la nota está en otro planeta. Baby, yo entiendo, los toros están buenos, pero tú conmigo te quedas. Háblame, bebé, quédate a mi lado, ponte mi Cartier.
Wait. I said, put my Cartier on. Hell no.
Hold on.
That was good enough.
All right, let's start it. Hey, baby girl, that was for you, man. I remember seeing you walk up them stairs up chemistry class.
What did you just say?
I tried to dedicate it for her, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, we all dedicate this to somebody, anybody.
I've been watching.
You've been watching her.
I watched her the first time she walked up them stairs in chemistry class back in GSU.
How you do it? I thought her on the stairs, or were you just?
What better angle to watch someone walk upstairs?
Yeah, I remember, bro. Cause me and Jack were talking. No, well, actually, she might hate me for saying this, but I don't care. So her and Jack were talking one time in chemistry, right? And then we had an Indian professor. She was strict, and she stopped the whole class. Oh, or was it me? I can't remember. I guess we gotta ask her. No, it was her. So
that's a nice story.
It was her. So she stopped the whole class, stopped the whole lecture, and was like, "You move down here." And then it was Liz, but she used to walk all the way up the class, and I remember seeing her every single time when she walked up.
Oh, nice.
Shout
now we know
baby girl.
how you met the love of your life. That's nice. Welcome back, Toros, to the #1 Hispanic podcast on YouTube.
We're for the people,
us.
bro. We're for the people. Somos para la gente.
I think
Los ignorados, bro. Los malvados.
Adonis.
That's who we represent.
Tell us about your prop. What did you bring today?
LiverAid.
LiverAid. What is that?
LiverAid sponsor us.
Y'all already know we always got something to drink every episode. And sometimes we get a little too crazy, so you gotta have that LiverAid.
Gotta stay healthy.
Yeah, and
keep the body healthy.
I think we've been drinking for a minute now, and now that we're older, I think we need it.
It starts to hit.
We definitely need it. Electrolytes and food.
So tell me why I called this man the other day, right? Because last weekend was kind of crazy when we shot it and everything.
Oh, it's an understatement.
So tell me why I call him. Trying to figure out the pieces because I was asleep the whole time. Anyway, that's neither here or there. But he talking about, oh man, I feel like my liver hurts.
My liver.
Bro, it's true, bro. I woke up and it was hurting. And I was trying to drink water and I was like, it's not settling down right. I was like, this don't feel right. Let me go get some LiverAid.
So LiverAid sponsor us. We
That's
take
right,
you
bro.
at least every other weekend. But if you're
I'd
Adonis,
say every weekend.
Yeah, every weekend. We take it ever since Adonis started getting
it
it
too.
Yeah, I started drinking it a lot more
La
now.
vitamina.
Yeah.
Jamie wouldn't know. Kevo wouldn't know about that.
He don't
Because
need
he's
it yet.
young.
He don't
He's
need
young.
it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He needed it that Sunday. You remember the Saturday? He was talking shit. He was, I'm still young. I could do this. And you remember the next day he came in. He was like,
Oh yeah, he had the fucking sweater.
You disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
kept going if I didn't
That's a disappointment though, bro.
I would have kept going.
Nah, he would have kept going if he didn't have a drug test. So
hey,
he
bro,
would've.
but he was laid out in that chair. He was just like, just dead, bro.
It would have revived me.
Hey, that's how you got to keep it going, though. After you have, one of the nights you drank so much and the next day you got a mean-ass hangover,
You gotta keep
you got to start
drinking.
drinking again.
It's only right, bro.
That sopa ain't going to really do that much.
It's not, bro.
Una sopita.
Fan the fire. I like that, bro.
If y'all are in Georgia, y'all know for some reason the fucking governor, maybe it just didn't affect us, called a state of emergency for the entire state because of the storms I guess we had last night. It wasn't that bad. I walked down and I was like, damn, it feels so good. Like I'm being pushed around by the wind. My
All
dog,
day.
like,
That was pretty cool, honestly, bro.
I liked it.
I liked how it was
dogs
really windy
were
all day, bro.
fucking-
Yeah.
They did not sleep the entire night. They just kept crawling under the bed, crawling on the bed. They were just freaking the fuck out.
You do have some crackhead ass dogs.
Dog,
Bitch
no
ass
cap,
dogs.
bro.
They're
Every
weird
so
dogs.
much.
Every
bro.
time we walk in there, they be trying to scratch us the fuck up. I be like, bro, sit your
That's so nice.
down.
So one of us tried to throw a bonfire last night while the storm was approaching.
Bro, when I read the group chat, I was like, "But these people are dumb."
I couldn't go. I got off work pretty late.
The wind wasn't that bad. Like during the day, at night, that's when it got worse.
Bro.
It got worse.
Did you know that the storm was coming? Because
did you know, bro?
I knew, that's why I did it. Because I was like, it's gonna rain. Let's go put it out. You know.
He had the hose on standby.
I had the hose, 2 fire extinguishers, bro. I already had everything.
Yeah, we had the fire extinguisher. Bro, as soon as he lit it up, you just see orange flying across the yard.
I was just like, all right, it's time to put it out. The wind's too hard.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, we're based out of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So we had a state of emergency here yesterday. It was supposed to be way worse than. I mean, who knows? Maybe
I think other parts of Georgia did get affected more. Not us though. We were kind of in the middle of it, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily.
There was a mean ass tornado in Missouri.
Okay.
Oh man. And Missouri's is a state.
Did y'all fucking see?
Alabama? Am I mistaken? Or?
Nah,
Yeah, I think it was on top of a.
Cause I've drove past that I-20 a couple times now.
I passed it when I go to Jackson.
I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. Did y'all see how it fucking hailed in Marietta a couple days ago?
I saw that, bro.
Fucking 70 degrees outside. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
How does that?
What's going on?
I read a comment, bro, saying that the government's weather machine malfunctioned.
I would have doubted, bro.
What y'all saying is the government or is Bible prophecies, bro?
Kevo, look up how hail
I think
is
it's the
formed.
government, bro.
I think they got a weather machine, bro.
I think when it's Bible prophecies, we will know, bro.
Yeah,
we will know.
Why?
I think that our roofs will literally be crashing on us when
because
it comes to
unless I see headless
bro.
goats dropping from the sky and a bunch of locusts
Because
flying.
When God is tired,
bro,
he's tired, bro. He don't sugarcoat it. I feel like
it ain't gonna be no little hail cracking your windshield, bro. It's gonna be your roof getting ripped off.
But do you believe that he's giving us signs that it's his time's coming?
He gives everyone signs everywhere.
Yeah, I do. But it's an interesting conversation because I feel like the signs have been there for a long time, right? The signs, low key, you can argue have been going back for fucking 10, 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So it just kind of like. But then again, God's timeline is very different from ours.
From ours, yeah.
Ours is like a grain of sand compared to God's timeline.
I agree.
It's up for interpretation, honestly.
Yeah. But yeah, when that time comes, like you said, people ain't gonna be laughing no more.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, do y'all remember that? I remember Kodak. He put out a song about the time machine and the hurricane. He was like, hurricanes don't happen because of natural things. It's the government. They got a machine and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all ever heard that.
Bro,
song.
y'all never heard that.
I don't know if it was a song, but he's talked about it.
I never heard that conspiracy about Hurricane Katrina, bro.
No, never.
So basically, all the natives who were living in New Orleans, right? It's a lot of people who claim to have heard a big boom and crash.
Well,
before the flood came in. Yeah. I think it's a conspiracy that the government literally blew up the dam so that the whole city could get flooded, bro.
Yeah.
So that in reality, all they wanted to do was get all those people who have been living there for generations out so they could buy up all that property, bro. What are you gonna do if your house gets flooded and it's been flooded and uninhabitable for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? What are you gonna do? You're not hanging out onto that house no more, bro. You're gonna take the federal relief money and go keep living your life. You know what I mean? But the people who wanted you out, they're still gonna be there with that big time old money, bro, ready to buy that shit up.
But you know what's crazy? Yeah. That is true what you're saying.
True,
the damage actually that was caused was because of the dams that actually broke.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really because of the hurricane. It was actually because of the dam.
And a lot of people are like claim that they heard an explosion before everything fucking started flooding, as if like that they put fucking charges on there and blew that shit up. Hell yeah.
Anybody that follows us from New Orleans, comment down below if you were there
please,
around that time.
folks,
let us know, man.
What happened to the hail, Kevo?
I had it ready, but I kept talking, bro.
Oh, thank you. No nerves coming from Kevo. Hey, that gives me 9/11 vibes. Yeah, it might be true. Shit.
I think 9/11 was an inside job, bro.
I
think we did it. So we would have a reason to stick our dick in the Middle East, bro.
After 9/11, Congress did some sort of organization with the federal agencies, the intelligence agencies. They said, and it's public knowledge, but people don't go and research this shit. The FBI and the CIA both knew that it was going to happen. But they didn't communicate with each other. Apparently, that's apparently why it didn't get stopped. I don't get how. How do they have
different pages?
It's like me going to Primo. Hey, Primo, we have to do this instead of me just I should probably do this myself.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any
And then
sense.
Primo's
but
like,
yeah.
hey, Carlos, we should probably do this. And then neither one of
I
y'all
can't do
end up
without
doing
you,
shit.
Primo.
Yeah.
Bro, but it's all
So
corruption.
important.
Just like y'all see that they're getting put out right now, and they're talking about selling the state secrets, bro. Like what?
Yeah.
What is that, man? Like
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
don't-
I think, no, I really do think that
People
9/11
dying,
was
though.
inside
It's
jobs. So we
crazy.
would have a reason to go to war in the Middle East, be an ally to what was it? I don't know. Who the fuck did we get allied with over there? No, we occupied Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Right? But all we really wanted to do was get some of that oil money, bro.
It's
Bunch
all,
of shit,
it was
yeah.
all about the oil.
yeah, bro. Like why'd they kill Gaddafi too, bro? Like
Yeah.
they say that he was this like bad guy and stuff like that. But if you see the things that he was doing for his country, bro, it's just like it's like what Bukele is doing for El Salvador right now, bro. It's just like they just want to eliminate these people that are in their way for their money. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
All those conspiracy topics going crazy this week.
Bro, if anything ever happened to Bukele, I'm riding down on Salvador,
yeah,
bro. I'm protesting.
It was the U.S., bro.
Yeah.
That trip we're doing in July
He's
or
too
June.
smart, bro. Low key, sometimes I
It's all
feel like
gonna
he's
be
too
about
smart for his own
protesting.
good,
August,
bro.
yeah.
And he's too
August,
like
okay.
fearless, like not even trying to like
Yeah,
fucking
he
dick
is
ride him,
fearless,
but
bro, yeah.
he's like he doesn't bullshit or beat around the bush like
I
these
feel like he
modern day
needs more
politicians,
security.
bro.
Like-
I mean, I would say this, bro. Obviously, he got Trump's attention.
Yeah, he
You
does.
know, I remember
Elon's
back then
attention.
when Biden was in president, bro. I remember there was and we can probably look it up still. He tried to call Biden and have a conversation with them. It's online. I know for a fact it's online, but he declined it. Like he didn't even want to talk to him.
Probably because he wasn't. His old ass probably couldn't even hold a conversation with him. That's
Oh,
why.
actually, y'all seen that that investigation they're opening out on Biden that his signature was not his real signature. Somebody else was like basically.
I bet, bro. He was literally demented, bro.
Yeah.
That man was
got dementia.
That man was in bed any moment. He was not in front of the camera,
Yeah.
bro. They were literally shooting him up with B12 injections before he had to go in front of the camera, bro.
Probably.
Yeah.
I pictured him answering Bukele's call backwards. And he's like, "Hello, hello."
El Salvador.
Yeah.
A bunch of
Where's
Congress.
that at again?
Who's Salvador? Asking this fucking aide, who's Salvador?
Who's Salvador? A bunch of Congress people have said like they've met with Biden during his administration or during his term, and they asked him, "I can't believe you signed that, or how could you? I thought you were anti-gay, whatever." And he'd be like, "I didn't sign that. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that." Maybe he was genuinely saying that, and it kind of cooperates with what you're
Bruh,
saying.
It's a little fucked up, but I do feel like a lot of people took advantage of Joe Biden.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Just because he's old and he wasn't all
Bro,
the way
since he
there,
started his like 50 years in political office, he wanted to be president. He fucking stole JFK's speech one time when he was running, like word for word. But yeah, he ran a bunch of times. He's ran like in the 80s, I think, a couple other times in the
Who, Biden?
2000s. Yeah, Biden.
I didn't know that.
And he finally got it. Congrats for him. Wasn't that great, but
Thanks to
He
Trump,
got it
he
'cause
got
of
it.
he made that shit.
Are you sure you're not confusing him with Bernie Sanders, bro?
No,
Because he was back.
Bernie's disappointing me.
I know you used to love Bernie Sanders back in the day, bro.
I was
You used to
always-
say "feel the burn."
Feel
in
the
group
burn.
chat.
He did. He
Yeah,
said that.
we haven't forgotten.
That was our private group chat where I was telling y'all, guys, I'm feeling the burn for some reason.
Feel the burn.
And not for that. It
You
was
feel the
other
burn when you piss, bro.
stuff I have before.
Oh,
Oh.
That's how I knew that you knew correctly what STD checks are like.
Oh, man. I can't relate to that conversation.
Yeah, I can't either.
can't relate, bro.
I never felt that burn.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
y'all never
hopefully I
do.
never felt that burn either.
Do y'all think that females can have guy friends for real?
Nah,
That is
not
a
mine.
great topic.
Not
That is
mine.
a great topic, bro.
Come on, bro.
And there's a simple answer. Hell to the no.
The fuck?
man.
I don't have no female friends. Why the fuck you
Hell
need a
to
guy
the
friend
no.
for? Let's just be real, bro.
I don't have no
Let's
close
just be
female
Bro,
friends.
real.
come on, man.
Let's just cut the bullshit for 2 seconds, bro. You don't need a friend of the opposite sex. Bro.
Nah, hell
you don't
nah,
need it,
bro. Hell nah.
It's no good, bro. You like, come on. The way we think, bro, it's just no way that you're
And,
not.
bro, I
I
gonna
know
be-
how men think.
Exactly,
You know
bro.
what they doing.
And I don't give a damn, bro, talking about, well, I knew him way before. I grew up with him
I
way
don't give a
before.
fuck.
Well, okay
Yeah,
then.
Well, I guess we not gonna work out then.
Yeah,
You know what I
guess
mean?
not.
Yeah.
But see, women see it like
Facts.
I feel like women are very like emotional, right? They're seeing it as like like a brotherly love.
They are,
They really do
100%.
see it like that, but they're so ignorant to the fact that a man doesn't think like that.
Yeah,
Facts.
bro, but it comes down to like, look, like you said, women are very emotional, right? So let's say you make them mad one day, right? They're over there crying. Then
Yeah,
you shoulder to
payback.
cry on. Who's around there that's been there their whole life? Oh,
gonna
that one guy friend.
Another man.
And for some reason he's been going through a lot in his life. That one day he's like, you know what?
Going through a lot. You don't gotta go through a lot to be like, shit, I hope you get back at him.
Let's
basically
trauma
what I'm saying,
dump
bro.
on
Yeah,
each
bro.
other. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's like, oh, I've been going through a lot. You know what? I'm gonna take advantage of her today, this one time. You know what I mean, bro? And that's
Bro, you know a lot of men do that. I find that like low, like that
Yeah.
men really take advantage of women when they're like really emotional. I feel like that's low shit. Like,
bro. And for everybody that says you're not secure about yourself, fuck, it's not about that, man.
It ain't
Yeah,
about no
fuck you,
security,
man.
bro.
I'm a person, bro. I'm very secure about myself, and I don't give a damn, man. But
Facts.
nah, you can't have no guy friend.
Yeah,
Carlos,
this ain't that.
Carlos is very quiet, so he
Chime
may,
in,
yeah,
Carlos.
I
What
think
do you
Carlos
think?
thinks the opposite.
No, I just didn't understand what you just said, honestly. You're. I
understand?
I didn't, bro.
I
I'm
understood.
sorry.
Did you understand?
I got lost.
What?
I didn't know what you were trying to say.
Yeah, I think he just zoned out for a second.
I zoned out too.
Who knows? Who knows?
Kevin keeps putting
Yes,
in.
females are or femininity. It's more emotional than masculinity. Guys are more logic based.
100%.
But we're also, and this is the main thing, we're also way hornier than most girls. There are girls that like
Yeah.
equate or sometimes surpass guys.
That's
But
true.
that means we're gonna try y'all up eventually.
Eventually,
And this is the exception usually to opposite genders having friends. One of y'all are ugly as fuck, or y'all both ugly, and then beautiful friendship right there.
I got lost there.
Yeah, I got lots of the end too.
Simple term.
I thought it was
It's
only one.
understandable though.
What are we talking about? The friendship? What? Beautiful love? What? Say that again. I'm sorry.
Beautiful friendship right there. When they're
With two ugly people?
Yeah, that's how it. The question: can girls really have guys as friends?
No.
Would you let your wife have a male best friend, Carlos?
Yeah, I don't care. I think
Of
true love
course.
is complete attachment.
Of course.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do it.
If
Okay, so
if,
three.
If I have to control someone for them to behave like, let's say they should, I don't want to be in that sort
Carlo,
of
let's say you
relationship.
piss her off one day, right?
That's what I was
Like,
saying,
you piss her
bro.
off so bad, bro, and then her
I already
her
forgot what
friend's
you're
been
talking
wanting to hit for the longest. He doesn't say shit. You know, he's cool with you and everything. Very cool with her. You see that, right? You don't see nothing wrong with it. But you know, as a man, you know, back in the back of our head, you know, we
Friend
just
wants to
like-
fuck, okay?
Yeah. She gets so mad at you. She leaves the house. She storms out. She goes over there. She wants to get back at you. Who's the first person that she's gonna go to? Him.
The best friend, bro.
How would you feel?
What would I react? Or what's my response to that?
How would you feel about your wife going to another man's house while y'all are arguing?
Yeah.
She's gone. She's not my girl no more. She fucked up. So
Right. So you can't be friends. You can't have.
Look, even so
Right.
that's like keeping someone isolated. I'm not
No,
gonna
it's
fucking
not.
keep
She
her.
can have all the friends she wants.
Exactly.
Just not no guy
exactly.
friends. Yeah.
My girl, she's not even gonna try anything with any guy. But if she does, then she do it easily. Like she has no control of herself, or she's easy. You get what I'm saying?
No,
like she's gone.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just saying, is it okay for her to have a guy friend and confide in him when you guys are arguing?
If she wants a guy friend, she can have a guy friend with me.
And will you accept it?
Yes, I will.
But you're
Damn.
not answering the question he just asked, bro.
I can't agree with that, bro.
That's literally the question you just asked.
Bro, he said, if you have a girl and he wanted to confide in her, is that okay?
She wants to confide in him instead of you when y'all are arguing. That's okay.
Because the problems are supposed
Yeah.
to be resolved between who? You and her, right?
Yeah.
That's
Even
okay, bro.
if
It's
she has
okay for her to-
girlfriends,
it's
like
okay.
she shouldn't be confiding
Yeah.
in the girlfriends. Like,
yeah, bro.
You know what I mean?
Because the thing is between y'all two, bro. You guys should work it out and fix it amongst yourselves.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's an error that some women do. I think some men do it too. Like you
Yeah.
go and you tell your friends or your family, and then your family starts getting like a certain feeling towards
Yeah.
that
Or
people.
getting
I hate-
involved.
Yeah, you can't. You can't
People-
involve
people
your
talking about
family
other
with
people,
your
some
relationship
super annoying.
issues, bro.
It should be handled by the two people that it involves. But if she does do that, she's free to do it.
And so you're okay
No.
with her having a guy best friend?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you heard it first
You
here,
heard it
chat.
here first.
This is what we're the most authentic YouTube
Because we don't always agree with each
perfect.
other.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, bro.
Speaking
Each
of
their own.
that, What's the
Carlos is
most?
liberal?
If he had hair, that shit would be dyed blue and pink.
That's the most offensive shit you've ever said to me. What's the most attractive quality someone of the opposite sex can have in your eyes? Mine is authenticity. Now,
Honestly,
super attractive.
Mine low key is humor, bro. Like
That's number 2 for me.
if we can like you know, have this banter with each other and like talk shit to each other and make each other laugh, like that shit is really like you gotta love.
Honestly.
Like, you know what I'm talking about, bro? Where it's almost like you guys are friends, right? Like, but obviously it's more than that. But I like a girl with some humor who knows how to talk a little game, bro.
Not only look, there's a couple things that comes with humor. You have to be smart.
That's true.
And you have to like look at life as a joke. Cause I be going throughout my day, bro, just making myself laugh the entire fucking day. Like everything is just so fucking happy and funny. But you also have to be funny. Smart. So if you have that combination of shit, super attractive. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
I said I would go with smart too, man, because obviously you know me, I'm a goofy ass guy, and 2 goofy people like me,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna be.
It needs to be a positive and a negative, bro.
So
You gotta have something to offset the other. Yeah,
definitely for sure.
Bruh, I wish Liz had a funny laugh like you. That'd just be perfect.
Oh, that'd be the
my
fucking
God.
icing on the cake, bro.
It like harmonizing to create a brand new
Nah,
noise.
but that's why I would say Liz compliments me a lot, bro. She's like, I feel like she's a lot of opposite of me, which is why we kind
Compliment my
of
style.
we get along very well, because she keeps me in check, and then sometimes I tell her, you gotta dial it down a little bit, and I keep her in check. You know what I mean?
Does she love your laugh? Has she ever told you, commented on it?
I don't think we ever talked about that, bro. If I'm being honest with
we
you.
tell you we love your laugh, bro.
Yeah.
I do love your laugh. I bet the audience loves your
Liz,
laugh.
leave your comment. What you think?
Yeah, comment down below.
We'll see if you're really
Be
watching
honest.
a podcast or just skipping through.
I will say this though, man. She
3
said
months later, nothing.
she loves how goofy I am.
Yeah.
She does love that part.
Who doesn't love that?
Yeah, for a
Girls
fact.
love Goofy. What about you, Adonis?
Like
She
you
likes
said,
a
bro,
bad
sense of humor,
bitch.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, if they could be really funny, bro. I like that.
It's like if it's a vibe, it's a fucking
it's a
vibe,
vibe,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, bro?
Some
Like
would be, but I don't
nowadays, it's like we talked about this the other day, bro. Why the husses have to have like the best personalities, bro?
Yeah.
Like it's always the husses, bro.
It's always the.
All right, let me.
Why are you saying in Spanish, bro? How would you say in Spanish?
Las
It's like las pirujas, bro. It's always the hoes with the best personality,
let
bro.
me
That's
ask
how
this,
we
bro.
love the hoes, bro. We gotta show some love, bro.
Let me ask this, bro. If you know she's the one, she makes you feel very good on the inside.
And she's a puta.
Yeah.
Is it a no? Is it a no?
No, let's say she's not the best looking, bro.
1 through 10, what we talking?
I don't know. That goes up into interpretation.
6.5?
Interpretation. No, 6.5 is a no-go automatic.
Okay.
You can't come to a 6.5, bro.
Yeah, okay.
For a fact, bro. But you know what I'm saying? She's not the prettiest that you're used to.
Yeah.
But she has the qualities and the personalities to kind of,
Offset
let's say
that.
she's a 7, right?
Yeah.
But those qualities and personality boost her up to 8.5.
What's her face,
Would
Primo?
you-
Because that's like the main part you're gonna be looking at for the rest of your life. What's her face?
I mean,
Does she got a pretty face and a
No,
fucked up
that-
body or a nice body and a
And
ugly
I'll
I'll
take
take
face?
a pretty
Look.
face and okay.
Which
that's,
one would
that's
you
what,
have?
that's what I'm trying to ask y'all, bro. That's literally the question. Like, let's say because obviously you're not gonna find the perfect girl.
She
Bro.
gotta be
Perfect does not
gorgeous.
exist,
100%
right?
ever. No,
You know what I'm saying? You can search your whole life and then you just gonna
Except for you,
you're gonna be
Liz.
lonely for the rest of your life. You feel me? But
I don't know about lonely, but
No comment.
I mean, yeah, but you know what I mean.
I hope you're
I
watching
got
this.
my
Liz.
girl right here.
Myra in my imagination face
And
ass.
then if I want to get a little stranger danger,
Hell no. That
Have y'all ever done that for real?
No, that's just whack.
Jokes
Bro,
in
that
it.
boy weird, man. He been alone a little too long.
Bro,
But
that it.
Uh-huh.
Keep going.
But I guess what I'm
about
trying
that.
to say is, would you let the looks part, even though you feel happy with her and
she's
have
a
a
huss?
good time? She's not a hus, bro. She's just for you, bro.
Oh nah. Maybe I could let that go, bro. Because sometimes looks ain't everything, bro.
Yeah,
It's just
honestly,
personality.
So yeah, you know what I'm trying to ask
how you really get along with
Yeah.
that person,
And-
bro. That's what really matters.
And
Like,
how much she really
More.
loves you
Yeah.
too, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. So the
Smart.
quality and the stuff that she brings to the table gives her a little more points.
yeah.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
100%.
Definitely, bro. Yeah.
What about-
I think I would always do that.
What about you, Carlos? Are you more of a good look, like you want looks over personality?
I used to be like, hey, she's got to be a 10 in like every category. Now it's like her like heart has to be perfect more, and then the other stuff I'll do like an 8.
And you'll what? And then you'll let her wear the Cartier, right? I
Okay,
feel
nice.
that,
I'm
bro.
selling this one, by the way. I'm selling all of them.
How much? Honestly, I don't even know if that could
bro.
fit me, bro.
Yeah,
20 bucks,
it's just
bro.
dress, bro.
That's a little.
No,
Yeah, it's a little too small for
So-
my wrist.
I don't know what I'm gonna get next, but it's gonna be something big.
Like what?
You get what I'm saying? Like I'm selling
A yacht
everything
master?
I have. Fuck a yacht master. What do
Why?
I look like? Who's the white rapper with the curly hair?
Jack Harlow.
Jack Har- am I Jack Harlow to you?
Well, you're missing
Well,
the
you
hair.
got no hair.
I don't know, bro.
Kevo
No,
look.
no.
Hey, for those who have not
like
seen
modern
Kevo,
Rolexes.
they've seen Kevo.
Yeah, that's you know, that's you know.
He a
Modern
big version of
Rolexes,
Jack
yeah.
Harlow.
Kind of do, bro. You kind of do.
Oh no, but finish Carlos though. What you're gonna sell your whole collection,
Yeah.
and we know your collection costs a good quite.
I only have
amount.
3 watches right now. Thankfully, I put so much money in at the beginning that I can just like I could sell off watches, and I don't have to. I haven't spent money on a watch in a while.
because
You
you
know what
recycle. I guess
Because I have so much
Cash flow?
equity
Equity,
in
yeah.
my fucking watches that I can just bring in new ones when I get rid of other ones.
That's
so
nice. That's
if I'm
what's up.
getting
That's
rid
not
of
a bad-
all of them,
yeah.
I'm getting something, maybe 1 or 2 watches, but they're going to be big boys.
What's the brand?
I'm looking at a Patek,
Ooh, nice.
Petit Philippe.
Yeah,
a
nice.
Lang & Zona, and maybe a Rolex. But I only like vintage Rolex. I don't like modern Rolex.
What about a
It's
petite?
bad.
Are they vintage or
Which one? Oh, the Patek? Yeah, vintage
Patek.
Patek. Modern Patek is super expensive.
Yeah,
and,
they are. I've seen
and
them.
they're ugly. I don't like them. They lost their soul. Unfortunately.
All right, well, Kevo, can you please send the videos to the group chat, bro? Send the one I told
Yeah.
you.
I never got added.
Yes, you did.
Y'all gotta send a message.
Y'all gotta send them now, yeah.
Why
All right,
did
while
I
y'all
didn't know
are
that.
doing that, who do y'all think is the funniest in the group?
I think sometimes Primo will be saying some funny stuff, but
I think it just.
sometimes some sweet stuff. It depends on the
Nah,
moment,
it just
honestly.
depends on the moment, bro.
Yeah,
we
sure.
all
Yeah.
funny.
We all have our
right.
moments.
You're
on the
right,
grind,
you're right.
honestly.
I would say it's definitely not you, Carlos.
For me, it's me, because I'm just like, oh.
No way.
You got the driest
think
sense of
it's-
humor,
No
bro.
way, bro.
I can't believe it. He's like, what?
I'm just
A common Carlos thing to do.
I'm appalled by your answers.
I paused. I'm appalled. I'm just thinking of like shit that I've said in the past is so good.
No.
It's
Bro,
a
some of it, I'll be like,
shame
what?
that y'all aren't around me all the time. Hey, when did y'all realize that y'all were funny though?
All right, no, hold on. Watch this video, bro. I didn't know this, bro. It's about a carnival.
Let me. I'll pull it up for you.
Everybody, watch. Yeah, just watch it right here, Carlos.
Listen to this. If you never listen to anything I ever say, listen to this. Do not get on the dangerous looking rides at the county fairs or traveling carnivals.
Oh, the carnival.
You didn't have to
Do
tell
not,
me
do not.
that.
Don't
The
let your
fuck?
kids get on them. Don't you get on them. Don't let your friends get on them. And here's why. If something goes wrong, each one of those, and we know this from experience, each one of those rides is its own independent LLC. It isn't a carnival.
know that.
It's 93 corporations who have all decided to put their one asset at the same spot. You get hurt on one of those roller coasters,
Tilt and roll or something. Yeah.
the only thing you can't sue the whole carnival. You can only sue the owners and operators of that particular ride. That's it. You're not going to get anything. If you're going to ride the dangerous rides, at least ride them at places where if you get hurt, like Disney, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, they can afford to take care of you. Listen to this.
I didn't know that,
Yeah, I didn't know that, bro. So
but it does make sense, bro.
I knew that because of the movies. Because you know in the
Okay.
movies you see how they be packing up and they pack separately.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
they move
moving
out.
on to the next one.
yeah,
Now I was always like, why the fuck are they moving on to the next one like separately? And now I googled it.
Bro, when you said that, I pictured Spy Kids 2 with that juggling machine. And how creepy that face
I
of the
love Spike
thing.
Lee.
Yeah,
too,
Spike
bro.
is. Yeah, that was a
Spike
great
is in
movie.
general.
I,
Oh,
tried to
actually.
I tried to rewatch that movie
1 and 2
now,
was
and I'm
great.
just like, damn, how did I watch these movies, bro?
They're fucking kids, bro.
They were so good.
kids.
Yeah, they were so
The
good
Thumb
back then.
People.
But now you try to watch them, and you're like, what the
Danny
fuck?
Trejo.
Yeah.
And the other guy,
Bro, you know they're married in
Cheech
real
or
life
Chong?
now, bro.
Who?
The fucking girl and the
Really?
boy, bro. Yeah,
The brother and
Was
sister?
it Carmen and was it Rudy? I don't fucking know.
He looked like Rudy. For real?
Yeah,
That's
bro,
pretty
they're married
fucking
in real life now.
I didn't
bro.
know that.
Wow.
I think
You
What
know
about Shark
another-
Kids? Y'all remember Shark Kids?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You mean
bro.
Shark Boy and
Shark
Lava
Boy and
Girl?
Lava Girl.
This
Yeah.
is Shark
That was a good movie. That was a good movie.
Carmen and Junie, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
Junie.
Oh, those
You
are
were close, bro.
Spike Kids.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Kevo. But yeah, man, going back to that fair stuff, man.
Can't ride carnival rides.
You remember? It was like I want to say like 2 or 3 years ago. It was this kid in Florida.
Yeah.
How he went all the way to the
He
top
was
of
too
the
heavy,
ride,
bro.
And he was too heavy, bro. And
That
he,
shit was
when
sad,
when
bro.
it came slamming down, bro,
Why
he
let
just
him on?
fell off
His
the
seat,
ride.
They
Yeah.
didn't want to turn him away, bro.
Yeah.
And his family sued because like they should have turned him away. He was too
Yeah.
heavy.
But if they would have turned him away, they would have got mad.
Exactly.
Like, it makes no sense. Yeah.
But nah, bro, that shit, bro, he died on impact, bro.
Impact,
That
bro.
shit, that man,
Damn.
Yeah.
Pancake?
Oh, y'all remember that kid that over here at
Pancakes.
Six Flags that got his head chopped off with the
at the
Batman?
Cyclone. Well, I thought it was,
No, it was the
it was
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
It was
It was
Cyclone,
Cyclone.
yeah,
He was trying to get his hat, bro.
Batman?
Yeah.
No,
What happened?
the Batman.
It was the Batman, right?
It was a Batman.
There was someone else that died in Cyclone,
There's a couple.
though.
I think
there's a
Superman
couple
and
deaths.
the George
No, Cyclone was the one
Ninja.
that went straight up, right? And then it will come back.
it was the
like,
Ninja.
and-
Oh, yeah, the Ninja's not there.
No,
anymore, bro.
Cyclone was the
not.
white wooden one, the old one.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
the
I'm talking about the
America's
Batman.
Ride.
The
bro.
Batman was the one where your feet would be hanging off.
Yeah, and
bro.
the kid got his head chopped off because he jumped over the fence.
Oh, okay.
Imagine you're the person who chops their head off,
Mm.
bro.
For a fucking hat. Damn.
But you know, they got a new ride now. Apparently, I've been watching it for
Yeah,
the
I
past
ain't-
couple
I
days,
ain't-
That looks
bro.
like a bitch ass ride. The water
The Gold
one?
Rush, yeah, whatever it's
I
called.
was like, what the fuck?
Hey man, shout
I
out
love
Six
water
Flags. That was
rides.
my first real job,
Yeah,
bro.
I
That
worked
was
there
my first
too.
Real job.
Fuck
right
Six
there,
Flags,
too.
they banned me.
Me too. Fuck them.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I met a lot of
Adonis-
husses on working at Six Flags,
Bro,
bro.
Hey, bro, can you tell us the stories, bro, about you and your car and the sweaty and the
What you talking
the
about?
sweaty.
We'll call her
still did it.
Miss Sweaty.
Oh, bro. Oh, yeah, bro.
I don't know this
I
one.
used to be offering, I was a little lead or whatever, bro. You know,
Okay,
I used to be offering. Hey, bro. As soon as I got my license, I was driving my mom's car, my stepdad's car.
No
Like, bro,
AC, no AC.
no AC, bro. And I used to, I used to be like, oh, I'll take you home
Hot Georgia summer day.
at the end of a shift. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about this man. We swam
Okay.
for 8 hours straight.
Since he was the lead.
Smart 17,
I'm like, yeah, I'll
16-year-old
take you
Ronaldo.
home. You know, just take,
okay.
just take care of me. I'll take you home, boy. Hey,
Got a
God,
car.
them girls are some warriors, bro. Because I'm disgusted just thinking about it, bro. For them to actually do
I
it,
know what it is. Okay, keep going.
just think about it. You worked out in the sun for fucking 8 hours, bro.
He drenched.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
talking about everything
You
sweating.
shit. Bro, you stank.
It's outside the entire time.
And then they just,
Go down there. Ooh, brother.
oh, I bet you her breast
gosh.
stink after that,
Nothing
Oh
but
my
salt.
god. Has anyone ever gotten head with a girl like going
bro.
like that?
Nah.
Carlos don't be bathing, bro.
That shit ain't happened to me. I thought about what he said.
Nah.
Oh yeah, nah.
Dude, that shit happens. Yeah, I'll be embarrassed. I'll be like, I don't do it.
Hey, you don't gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
And then I would let her if she wanted to. I wouldn't lie. Yeah, I let her. It never happened to me though.
Oh man, that's
Fucking
hilarious.
Bro, jobs,
6'6".
man, jobs are so funny or easy to fuck around your coworkers.
Yeah.
So easy.
Especially them little teenage jobs. Hell yeah, bro.
Back then, not right now. Back then.
You said teenage jobs.
Like when we were teenagers, bro,
Yeah.
and we had them little bullshit minimum wage jobs. Everybody fucked with each other, bro.
I
It's
didn't
just
have
a fuck fest, pretty much.
Yeah.
The only minimum wage job I had was
talking about
freaking
that.
Arby's, and after that, I was working construction.
Oh yeah.
And
It was
even
like
then
in
at
summers,
Arby's,
I was
even
construction.
then at Arby's,
Yeah.
bro, who'd you fuck with? Arby's, bro.
Roast beef sandwich. Looking
Hey,
at
that was a
They just say my bad had a lot of roast beef.
That was not roast
bro.
beef, bro.
What
That
was
was
your
no roast
favorite?
beef.
What was your favorite? Beef and
And I can
cheese.
vouch because I had it after.
The beef and cheddar.
They like the beef and cheddar at
Boy,
Arby's.
Talking about getting a little crazy. Have you ever
bro,
heard?
that was one of them breads that hadn't been opened yet, bro.
Facts. That shit was,
Yeah,
this
it's
was
just
fresh.
We still talk about food
that shit
here,
comes in
fellas.
boxes.
Yeah.
should be coming in boxes frozen. Have you ever?
Was it frozen, fellas?
Have you ever had a threesome, or foursome, or shit, an orgy?
No.
Nah, never.
No, me neither. Has anyone been close? I have one time.
No.
I had one time, but
I was so
like to keep it
excited.
private because I feel like they still be following me and shit.
You ain't got no
So I don't
social
wanna-
media, bro.
Wait, you said you don't want to mention it.
Yeah,
Don't say their names.
but they're obviously gonna know.
Hey,
Give us a scenario.
he
where,
had a
like,
great
the scenario
time.
was-
He wanted to fuck you and the other
The
person.
scenario, I was with this girl. She went to shower, and then out of nowhere, her friend was spending the night. Out of nowhere, her friend went in the shower, and they left the door open. And then they just looked at me and they were like, "You gonna join?" And I was like, "Well, shit."
Hell yeah, the fuck.
And yeah, you know how it all goes from there.
But did it happen?
So you did it or you didn't do it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I thought you said you did it.
No, I did.
Oh, that's what's up.
I just don't like to talk about it because I don't know. I feel like it was some freaky ass shit going on.
It was probably one of the stories he always tells. Adon swear he's the first to do everything.
Hey.
Soldier boy.
Literally,
the definition.
He called him Soldier Boy.
They hating Carol. They already know I be putting them on.
Kiss me through the phone.
6, 7,
What did
8,
you
6,
say last
1,
time?
9,
Like,
8,
bro, what?
2, 1, 2.
Which one?
Oh, the twins.
Oh, you're talking about
Which one was
high
it?
school?
Officer Nasty or the
No,
the other guy?
No, that was
Other
a
one?
different one, bro. It was a different one.
I gotta ask him about this. He never told me. Who wants to go next?
On what?
I never had.
almost threesome.
Oh,
I never have.
Me, nah, I never had. The
Not even
closest I've been to a threesome is sex with multiple women on the same day.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you elaborate
Very
though.
He kicked one out. The other came in.
Literally took a
That's
shower.
How many girls in one
Yeah.
day?
The most.
Hey, Blue Chew sponsor my boy.
No.
Hey,
Hey, bro.
Actually, while you're busy playing, you know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Primo. Primo knows.
This was a while
No, he don't
ago,
know.
but no,
Carlos
no.
knows them.
The most I hit in one day was 3, bro. It was 3 in one day.
In a 12-hour span.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
They were like 16 hours.
Okay.
You know, took a little cat nap in
What day did
between.
His favorite got him for a couple
What time
hours.
did you start it?
I'll say
What was the first appointment?
noon, and then like 5, and then late night.
And then by 5 the next day, he was burning.
I don't know. I think I'm
Man,
immune,
that's
bro.
gonna
I ain't never
came out.
burned, bro.
You're a warrior, my
I'm
boy.
immune,
You're
bro.
a warrior.
I did that shit in college, bro. That was the first time I ever had a 3 for 3 in one day, bro, in college.
Pretty
You're
good.
a warrior, my boy.
All right,
I am, bro.
I almost had a threesome one time. It was a double date with me and my girl and her friend and her boyfriend. They got really drunk and we were smoking too. We went to Shake Shack in Buckhead. Everybody was fucked up. I could always handle myself pretty well. I was pretty good. But her friend and her boyfriend got in a fight. And we're all like driving home. We were all in one car. She like storms back out of her house after we drop her off, and she starts bitching like, "Man, I hate him," blah blah blah. And then she goes back inside the house for some reason. And my girl, just drunk, she turns over to me. She's like, "Hey baby, do you want to have a threesome with me and her?" I'm just
Look
like,
at me like that.
I react normal. I'm like, "Yeah, man, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool." And I was just like, "Oh my god, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen." Bro, I was like, for like 3 minutes while she's inside, just anticipating, like, shit, she's gonna make this happen for me. I fucking love this girl. Her friend comes out and she's like, "I'm gonna stay inside. We made up." I'm just like, fuck. And that's just how it ended. I'm just like, god damn.
Oh,
But she was
actually,
down for me. I was like,
You remember who I almost had another one with? You remember the
says-
Chinese one? Not,
Chinese.
the Chinese
the
one.
Bermuda one actually.
Oh, the one Jack put you on with.
Yeah.
No, he didn't put me on.
Yeah, you took.
Yeah, yes, you did.
She wasn't showing him no love. She was showing, you know what I mean, bro? You gotta read the room. You gotta read the room, bro.
Hey,
But
Adonis.
Jack is real, bro. He
Yeah.
said whatever. He
Yeah,
didn't
hell
care,
yeah,
bro.
he
Jack's
didn't
a
care.
real one. He a real one.
I felt bad, bro. She told me that same day, bro. That
We're gonna cut
he-
this part out. We're gonna cut it out, bro.
Why?
Jack,
No, why?
Who's the Bermuda
Make him
girl?
look like a sucker.
well, I
no,
know. We'll
bro.
ask him if he was
Like
He
you
look
said,
like a pimp
Jack-
because he don't
Jack
give a fuck
knows
about
what
that
it is,
bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. But she told me that Jack had took her out, bro, and he spent a lot of money that day, bro. on her.
Ooh.
Make him look. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right, maybe we cut this part out.
We ain't no suckers around here.
Jack is the type of guy to kind of do
He is.
dates like that.
Yeah, he was, bro. Especially back then, he was. He didn't care.
And the first night Adonis took her, bro. I'm pretty sure he was a little salty.
Charge to the game, bro.
Charge to the game.
I asked him
Respect.
first. Nah, before even that, like I respectfully asked him. I was like, Jack. I was like,
I remember.
What you
I
trying
was
to do,
witness.
bro?
He
Like,
did ask
Oh,
me,
he
bro.
did, bro. I mean, I was
we
there.
were playing beer pong.
Yeah.
I was out with Liz at the time.
yeah. I told him. I was like, bro. I was like, she kept looking at me, bro. You know what you trying to do? And he's like, do what you gotta do. I was like, all right.
That sound like him. That sound like him.
Adonis,
Rolling up a
if
blunt.
I remember right, she was too much for you, right? Like her sex drive or something was.
Nah, it wasn't too much for me. It was good.
So you're not a
Why
warrior.
did you end it with her? I remember you told me
Should have
something like
married
that.
her, bro.
She was thought, bro.
Who cares, bro? They make
no.
thoughts make the best wives, bro. Can we get
Best
some
sex, at
thoughts in the
least?
chat to like my comment?
I had her hanging out.
Comment, just be like me or the
Yeah.
raise hand emoji.
I had her hanging out the window. I don't even know what floor she used to stay on, but we was up high, and I got scared. I was like, this bitch is gonna fall. I was like, get back inside. Fuck
Oh my
this.
Bro, I've always wanted to do that.
You was
on like
yeah,
a balcony or
outside the
something.
window?
Yeah, bro, and people were
Yeah.
actually walking by, bro, and I was just like, this is some wild.
Yeah.
You
shit.
watch her give
bro.
fuck?
GSU,
Fucking
GSU
grab her
days.
hair.
Hey,
He's
man.
an honorary GSU member.
Shout
bro.
out GSU, man.
Yeah,
That
remember I
shit
showed
is-
you that video where I was popping with a belt?
With the belt, yeah.
Yeah,
you
bro,
were
I
popping
remember
her hard
that.
as fuck,
Bro, and she was
bro.
saying, go harder.
Oh,
he was
no.
like he was literally whooping her ass with the fucking belt. Bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because she wanted to,
And
consensually.
she was like,
How much battery we got left, Kevin?
36,
Oh, okay.
"What's the time? What time we on?"
41, 35.
pretty good. Pretty
Okay, I
good.
gotta take a pic.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been meaning to talk about this. This is how I feel. I just been out of the game, and I don't want to go back into the game, playing the game. We had someone mention before we started recording that, man, this girl just texted me. I texted her days ago, and now she's just replying to me. That is typical in how people used to do it back in the day. Like, Primo texts me, or Primo's a girl now. Primo texts me, and I'm not gonna respond immediately. I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna respond. That shit's stupid. I get why it's done, but I don't ever want to do that dumb shit. Like, people have their phones in front of them, but they want to like
I wait
Let's say-
hours.
play hard
boy
to get.
toxic.
Let's say I don't think it describes it well.
I would say this though, bro. Sometimes, bro.
Let's use that word.
You gotta remember, bro. We're grown men now, bro. We're not teenagers back in the day, bro. We got busy lives. We're not just out here not doing nothing, bro. We actually got stuff to do,
Facts.
bro.
Be working.
So sometimes you just can't get to it.
And when you're not working, you might be doing a hobby. And when you're not doing a hobby, you
Yeah,
making some
bro.
food. And when you're not making
Like,
some
we're
food, you're
grown
trying to
people
chill
out
and
here, bro.
decompress, bro.
Be-
It's not about being on your phone all the time.
I don't want to compare, but I may be busier than all of y'all right now.
Mm-hmm.
I texted you back immediately today. All of y'all, if y'all text me, almost immediately. It's about what you want to do. Like you just said, you spend a couple hours, you wait a couple hours, and then you text.
Not with y'all. I mean with
But-
girls.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's mostly that. Why? How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all want to keep fucking doing that? Because to me, it's like
Nah.
It's
just
dumb.
feels
No.
dumb. More than anything, it's just
I would
like
say that it-
childlike.
But then it-
I feel like if I like the person, I'm gonna text him
Yeah,
back quick.
bro.
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, yeah,
but
yeah.
that's the thing.
yeah,
But
yeah,
add
that's the
another
thing.
thing.
That's the thing.
Once y'all
Female-
start texting back really quick, that's when feelings start, bro.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Another thing, most of y'all girls, at least the ones that I've talked to, and maybe this is a general thing, I'm pretty sure it is, most of y'all suck at texting. I've met very few girls that are actually good at
But
texting.
they do
Nah,
that.
they're not
they
into you,
do that
Carlos.
just
Low
trying to
stove.
like play games. I feel like women do that to try to play games with you.
Yeah,
I-
yeah, bro.
That's what I
It comes
feel.
from both
I don't
sides.
know what really.
I would say this, bro. I feel like there's really such a thing as a bad texter, bro. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I would look at the message
90% of
and
females.
then I'll be doing something. I'll be like, oh, okay, and then just
Right.
you know me, bro. I
Yeah.
forget things
Sometimes
easily,
they're the
bro.
only ones
So
that
I
do it.
just generally
Same.
forget about
No,
it, bro.
when I'm working,
but
bro,
then I see it again.
when I'm working, I don't text. I don't do anything at all, bro. You gotta call me in order for me to like answer or whatever you got going on that day. You want to ask me, you gotta call me while I'm working.
So I would say this, Carlos. Like you said, you've been out the game for a long time, bro.
Your mic thing is a little.
But now, just remember, bro. Since it sounds like you're trying to get back into the game, just remember, bro. We're all grown, so don't
Don't take it personal.
Yeah, don't take it
She don't
personal,
text
bro.
you
Don't
back
take it
right
personal.
away.
I never
Remember
take
that,
anything
bitch,
personal.
where are you?
I never take anything personal.
Carlos gonna
And-
pull up, be like, "Why?" Ain't you
And
texting
even
me
in
back?"
even in that situation, which happens all the time, the conversation is just shitty. I still now want to give everyone the same respect that I give any single person. I'm gonna text back, and eventually, when like I don't know, maybe I'll stop texting eventually, but just respond. I'm not gonna leave them unread unless something happens in real life that is preventing me from sending that text to that person.
Nah, problem I do have sometimes. It's like I look at the message and I'll respond in my head, and I
That's how it starts.
forget to really respond. Like
I do that. I do it sometimes.
I'll
too.
be like, "Oh shit." 2 days later,
thought I
I'm like,
sent
fuck.
this.
Yeah. The same with emails, bro. I'll be like, let me say this real quick, and then I start doing something different, and I just forget.
Man, who you telling, bro? I hate emails, bro. Sometimes in my job, I feel like I'm the email fucker. I feel like
How many emails do y'all have?
I have three. I have 3 inboxes.
3 emails?
I got
That I gotta
something
look
like
out
3,
for.
4, something like that. How many unread do y'all have though?
Where's my phone? I don't know, bro.
I have in my personal. I have like 80 combined. Work 30. My coworker fucking told me about hers the other day. She's got 5,000 in her business
my
email.
Personal,
Yeah.
I have 23,000 on my personal.
She has
email.
23,000 in her personal.
Yeah.
And I told this to a client because I was just making fun of her. She heard the entire thing. I just like to do it. And she's like, I have 52,000 in my business. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, that's the one I email you all the time. She's like, yeah, I see your name and I respond. I'm like, thank God, because I get fucking lost in there.
Carlos, be honest, bro. After remember that one time you didn't make fun of that coworker, but you said you hope she doesn't watch this. Does she watch our podcast?
I showed it to her, bro. It's her mom. She showed it to her daughter. She knows we're cool. I love
So
you.
how does she feel, bro?
Ruby, you're cool. She's awesome.
Oh, nice.
She left.
Is that the one with the email problem?
Yeah, that's the one.
I kind of figured.
That's fine though.
This
I get
Carlos
it.
Tate
I
over
mean,
here,
look,
bro.
I think Ronaldo is really organized. The fact that he has all the emails is probably just junk mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
most
what
of
it
the
is,
emails are
bro.
junk.
I
Yeah,
even
yeah.
told
Subscriptions?
both of them delete the email unless like that someone has access or your email and it's someone important. I guess you gotta save it, but otherwise, I delete that email and start from
I
fresh.
try to do it every morning. Like I'll go through my emails that day and delete
I
the
wake up
junk,
and look
bro.
through
But there's so
emails.
much junk. I start getting irritated.
I would say, bro,
Yeah,
if
bro.
you have at least 20, like Ronald, bro, he has 23,000 unread, bro. At that point, you just gotta make a new email.
I got 19, and that's just
We're
that's
there.
one of mine. Just one of them.
All right. Oh. There's something I've been thinking about a lot. Do y'all think the real you is the person that you act like all the time, or is it the person that you want to be?
The real me.
The former.
I feel like the real me can't come out because I'm a little too crazy.
I think it's the latter.
You said what?
I think it's the second one.
I think
It's the one that you want to be.
bro.
Like sometimes I'm so used to. I remember I was in the car with Primo. My mom called me, was in the speakers, and she said something stupid to me. And there's a problem I have. I'm really smart, guys, and my entire life I've been very annoyed when people say stupid shit, and I usually am the type to call it out. Like, I literally told my mom, and Primo corrected me after I hung up on her. I was like, "Why would you say that stupid shit to me?" or something like that. And then Primo was like, "Why the
white
fuck
shit,
did you
bro.
say that to your mom?"
Yeah.
I think he said
Seriously,
something
though.
like white shit like that.
Yeah, bro. You
And I was
wild.
just like, damn, you're fucking right.
Yeah.
And just little things like that. You like nervous tics maybe that you just come out maybe from habit, but that you don't want to be part of you and you just eliminate it. So I think it's the person you want to be, because some shit is like animalistic. Like every girl you see in the street, if they're bad enough, like, man, I kind of want to fuck her, but you're not gonna do it. You get what I'm saying?
Instinct.
I don't think it's the person you want to be. It's the person you are. Because, bro,
Maybe it's a combination of
the
both.
way I drive, bro, I'm really crazy. I'll drive with myself and I'll drive how I
You
drive,
did hit that
right?
person.
When?
I'm just playing. They hit you last week.
Oh, yeah, nah, they hit, bro. They
2 weeks
got in
ago.
front of me. I didn't get it, bro. I destroyed their truck.
We got the police report.
You evil bastard.
But they got tickets. It was their fault. But like, I'll be driving crazy. If I got other people like there, I don't drive crazy. You know, I try to like keep like in mind that it's not only my life, it's their life.
Yeah.
And it's just like when I want to like when we're out here, bro, and like we do little things, bro. Like when we drink, and I really want to act out, bro. Like how I really want, like how I really am, bro. Cause I like to get crazy, but it's like I can't because then I'll be getting aggressive too, and I'll be doing some shit that I shouldn't be doing. Like one time I went to my brother's house, and he had like a little thing going, bro. And Josh had a fucking pizza box in his hand. And he was like so happy, he was about to buy it, and I was just like, "Fuck your pizza!" I just slapped it out of his hand, bro.
Nah, we've been fighting my pizza.
Bro, Josh was like, "Fuck you, dude! What the fuck?"
Bro, you gotta go buy me that pizza, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
No, I did buy him a pizza, bro. Cause I was like, "Yeah, I gotta chill out,
At
bro."
home, bro, I feel like it just depends who you with, bro.
I would say this, bro.
It is. Cause I used to hang around with people that could be crazy, bro. But we used to get into some trouble, bro. It's just that's why you gotta like really like hold back on certain things.
I would say it depends on the situation, bro, and how and where
and
you're
the
at,
people
and the people that are around you.
That
bro.
has to do with it as well. Have y'all realized that you should be treating every single person a little differently than you treat anyone in comparison?
Yeah. There's some people that are really sensitive. There's some people that can take more than the other.
Yeah.
There's some people that you can talk to them a certain way, or they can have good conversations with you. Just
I would
everybody's different.
I would say this, bro. I try to treat everybody the same.
Now I do.
Until yeah, bro. But like you said, until you find out like what their niche is, I guess.
Nietzsche.
It's niche.
I'm just playing. Yeah, he's a psychologist.
Put
For
primo
niche.
back in school.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Sigmund Freud.
That boy felt the school system failed him.
No child left behind.
Nah,
That boy riding the special ed.
nah, that's you, my boy. That's you.
Why am I on the short bus?
It's
the cool bus.
Nah.
Cause he's super cool.
Bro, if I was on the
man.
short bus, I'd be like, this is a cool fucking bus. Y'all ordinary and lame.
Yeah, I get to get off real quick.
Like, shit, y'all gotta wait for all the people to get off till y'all get home. I'm like the first, second stop, motherfuckers.
I've been waiting for y'all to get on the game.
Bro, I'd act out too. I'd be like, fuck y'all. It'd be fun. Hey, so I was eating at the back of the office.
10%.
13.
Okay. I was eating at the back of the office, and my coworker had a client, and they were like, just out of nowhere, who do y'all think is running the country for real? You think Elon Musk is running our country? And then
Putin is.
Maybe my coworker, just to go along with him, he was like, I think you're right, for real. He's telling Trump what to do. And I was just like, how do y'all come to these conclusions? It's so weird.
I don't believe it, but I say he got the money for it.
Who?
If he really wanted to.
And then my coworker, like 2 days ago, the same person, she asked me, because they were showing Elon. They were talking shit about Elon, how they've been doing all these couple months. Oh my God, why do they always talk about Elon? And then she asked me, what do you think about Elon? I just straight up, I love Elon, and I do.
What has Elon done for you? Why do you love him?
He hasn't done shit for me, and
So why do you love him then?
That isn't a reason to like or hate anyone. I like him for what he does. There's a story of someone that went kind of viral on Twitter.
What does he do?
Yeah, what does he do that you like him, bro?
Thank you. And he was talking about he's in South Carolina. I responded to him, and I'm back into
what does he do?
I'm getting to it, motherfucker.
Okay.
Did you see me look at our Kevo and say thank you? Because he's helping us with some other stuff. He's like, my power went out in South Carolina after Hurricane Helen, whatever it's called. And my Tesla, which I bought 5 years ago, was the battery power for the entire neighborhood. Everybody charged their phones with my car, which was fully charged, and thankfully it lasted like an entire week. And then the like Wi-Fi internet thing, Elon brought it in, and he brought it in for all the Carolinas at least, because some of the governors rejected his help, and they gave him internet, and everyone was able to operate. He's doing great, just what he's doing with his companies, and he says he just wants to help humanity. Maybe his little Mars thing is a little personal. He just wants to go to Mars, but he's just a good person at heart. And for someone so busy, rich, with so many baby mamas and kids
And Asperger's.
right? That contributes 100% to be trying to, and I genuinely think, make this country more efficient and not have us go into debt. I think is awesome. And I don't know him, but I know I read people very well. He's a genuine Asperger's awesome person. So that's why I like
the
him.
Virgin.
Like the Virgin.
I knew you were gonna say that, bro. I knew you were gonna say that.
We'll bring it up every now and then. we gotta keep the jokes in for the audience.
Carlos, the
So that's why I
human
love him.
reader.
He's great.
The human lie detector, bro.
What are we at, Jimmy?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
It's because it dies before it gets to one.
5.
So do the outro.
The number one Hispanic podcast in the world, el
YouTube.
número uno
In
podcast
the world.
hispano en el mundo. Lo que tú quieras, whatever y'all want, bro. We
Pero
here.
ni hablamos español. ¿Cómo va a ser? ¿Cómo va a ser el número
Hey,
uno?
We are Hispanic.
Yeah, we are Hispanic.
We say puta and all
Somebody
that shit.
Spanish, but we just use the lingo.
Yeah.
Tune in every week. We drop every single week. We've been doing that since the beginning of the
Like,
year.
subscribe.
Amamos a las pirujas.
Yeah.
And we'll keep
Hispanic
doing
podcast
it.
coming soon.
I know.
We
I
out
love
Toros.
good women.
Love y'all. Bye.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Subscribe.